To build on your close reading paper, the first thing you're going to need are outside and scholarly sources. Remember, at least 3 of these sources need to be scholarly, but they don't all, you can include other ones that are not. So, sources can do 2 things. They can build context, like talking about the 1920s for a close reading of The Great Gatsby, which was written and set in the 1920s. Or they could actually talk about the book. So they could say, you know, in The Great Gatsby, Fitzgerald does this. And your argument could be, well, even though they say this, I'm going to build on that and look at something Fitzgerald does with a different character. Or I'm going to challenge them and say, they say Fitzgerald is treating Nick in this way, but I don't think that's the way Nick is being treated. And so these are different ways sources could help you make that argument in a nutshell. But where do we find them? BC Library is a great place to start. Go to the Find Articles page, and remember, you can always contact the librarians online, and they are doing a wonderful job of helping students stay connected with resources during this time. I recommend you use something like JSTOR for your research because JSTOR has a lot of literary stuff. So I would go to Advanced Search, and I would put in something, let's say Little Women and Alcott. That's the author of Little Women. If I was looking for biographical material on this author. Alcott's Civil War. So this article talks about how Joe and the characters relate to the Civil War and how that relates to Alcott's actual experiences as a nurse during the Civil War in the United States. If I wanted to use that to make an argument about how Alcott's experiences are shaping characters like Joe in Little Women, I would first download the PDF, always do the PDF, and second, I would hit Cite this item. Because if you notice here, you now have your MLA citation already. Just copy it, go to your page, and paste that into your works cited. So that's where you put it in the works cited, and when you get into the actual text, you will cite it parenthetically, like we see in the example paper on this page, further down on the page today.